morning again. Good morning. This is the Real Stuff podcast. Welcome. Welcome. Today we have Indigenous Outlook. And we have out of Trinidad, Mr. Rauold Simon of the Rauold peoples. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly,
Yeah, that's good. That's
but
good.
Mr. Simon will correct me. So he's going to speak to us about his people, and, give us the all the information on them, indigenous Amerindian peoples from Venezuela, Trinidad
Indigenous.
and Tobago, Guyana,
Indigenous.
and Suriname. So good morning and welcome, Raul. Welcome to the Restuff podcast.
Good morning, sir.
Today I
I'm
also
so happy.
also have with me my co-host Courtney.
Yeah.
Courtney,
Yes, good morning, our
Good
viewers and
morning.
listeners of the Real Stuff podcast. This is
Macapero.
Courtney, and we're here with Rahul Simon of the Rauold people, the indigenous people of Trinidad. Morning, Mr. Simon.
Yeah, I didn't hear that last piece.
Yes,
Yeah.
well, just go ahead, Mr. Simon, and tell the people who you are.
Yeah. I am Raoul Simon, Shaman of the Rauold Nation of Trinidad and Tobago. And presently, I'm in charge of making all necessary preparations for the indigenous community. I am responsible for everyone. They come to me,
so you,
I give them the information. I
so
connect
you
shaman.
are the chief, you are the leader, you are
Shaman.
the leader. The shaman means what? Means leader.
Shaman is a spiritual advisor, herbalist, total spirituality.
Okay.
I I connect to the Great Spirit through the ancestors, through the fire. I sent you a picture of the fire this morning that I did. So whenever we are having the ceremony, the fire ceremony, is to connect to the Great Spirit through the ancestors. So I give the advice to the people when they come to me, whatever they need to know, they ask me. I connect to the Great Spirit and the ancestors and pass on the information back to them with the answers. This is the
Oh,
work of a shaman. Also,
okay.
healer, herbalist, everything to do with indigenous culture. You have art and craft, you have dance, you have music. It's a wide range of items that we deal with. And the indigenous culture was always here, as Naruki told you, for thousands of years. But the colonial system was attempting to destroy us completely. That did not take place. We are still here. And now we are more vibrant right now. In Trinidad, the possibility it could be around 300,000. But the system or the people in charge now don't give you the exact figure or the true figure because they still want to keep it a secret. So we're
Okay.
not sitting back. Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Simon, and I just spoke on that fact a while ago while researching and checking it out. we didn't see a population listed for Trinidad. We saw one for Venezuela, for Guyana, for Suriname, and none for Trinidad.
Well,
Why is that?
that is one of
Because
the
we have been reading like your tribe has been being extinct in Trinidad.
No, it's not. That is what they wanted people to think, but we are not. We are alive, and I will give you the figure before we end the program, right? And it is an approximate figure. Uh, our last
But
set,
this sounds very, yeah, this sounds very familiar to me because in Jamaica, the Tainos
yeah,
were said to be extinct, but they are
true.
alive and well. They're
Yes,
alive
the
and
whole
well.
of Dominica and Puerto Rico, and there's a lot in Jamaica, St. Lucia, the whole Latin American border is populated with Tainos. They are not extinct,
Yes.
as they say. We are alive and well, right? Let me tell you
So
about
you are a part of the Tainos?
No, I'm Warao,
Okay, that's what I'm, yeah.
right? They derive from the Warao.
Okay.
So it's Warao, Kalinago, which you're familiar with,
Yes.
um, Timot, which is most of them still in Venezuela. They have in Dominica, they have in Puerto Rico, right? And then you have um, Napoyo, which I will introduce here. That's my other co-partner, which is Roger Belix. I think you're supposed to be familiar with that too,
Yeah.
right? And there are a couple about 17 communities we have in Trinidad.
Okay.
The south area, the south half of Trinidad is Warao. And the central and north and east and part of the west is a mixture of Warao, Kalinago, Napoyo, and we have a good amount of Garafuna. I don't know if you understand what a Garafuna is.
Yes, yes, we are very been involved with Garfuna for the last 2 years.
Right.
Yes.
A lot
So
of
we
them
know that.
in Jamaica, in Dominica, and a couple of the other Caribbean islands. Right? They are
Yeah.
Warab and African descent mixed here,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Okay.
So
But
some,
you saying that now lead me to this question. Are the
yeah.
Waro similar to the Caribs or the same people?
All right, let me explain that to you. The
Yes,
word
please.
Carib has
Yes.
no significance to the indigenous culture. That was a name given to them by the British and the French,
Okay.
which
Okay.
is an insult to the indigenous population.
Okay.
Right?
Hmm.
Kalinago is the correct word, not Carib.
Okay. Okay.
Right? Arawak is a language, not a people.
Yes. Yeah, the
Right?
Tainos is the people, yes.
Right. Yeah, they speak Arawakan language.
Rock. Yeah.
Right? So all these misconceptions was brought about by the false history that the English, the Spanish, because
And the French.
yeah, well, the French have a big part to play in that, right?
Yeah.
We are not Spanish. We are Warao, indigenous.
Yeah.
Spanish
You are here.
belongs to
You are here before the Spanish. Yes, I know that.
you always say thousands of years,
Yes.
right? Perfect society. We had no diseases. They brought all that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We are not Indian as they say, right? We are not from India. Over here, we have straight hair, we have twist hair, we have beautiful hair, but we are not Indian, as they just
Yes.
address us. Even the American indigenous population is not Indian, right? The narrative that Columbus brought, he was looking for India, but he ended up in the West
Oh
Indies,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. He went to India, but
Right. So he thought he was in India when he came here, when he saw people with straight hair.
yes.
But they
Yeah.
never gave the truth to the people. They always had the narrative as when he came, and didn't have nobody here, right? And let me give you another part of that. He didn't come here only for the British or the King of Spain, right? He came here with a directive from the Vatican,
Okay. Wow.
right? I don't know if you have ever heard about the papal bull
Yes.
that was written by Alexander, Pope Alexander V,
Mm-hmm.
so that when he come down here, whichever land he found, it will be named after the Christian part of it, right?
Okay.
And the Queen, right?
Mm-hmm.
None of my ancestors sold any land to anybody. They took our land, killed a lot of us, and nobody speaks about that genocide. Nobody. They're always talking about what happened to the Jews and what happened here and there, and they never speak about the genocide that was done to our people,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And they never give proper answers. And Columbus never set foot in Trinidad. Neither did he set foot in America. All that was a
Okay.
lie, right? The person who was in charge of that was Bartholomew. He was the man who wrote all the journals. Columbus didn't write anything.
Okay.
American, right? And they praise him. And for a long period of time, we have been dogging on them to get rid of the statue that they have there. They have a couple else in the Caribbean. Well, we get some of them down, right? Because you can't have a man venerating our space who have destroyed 3/4 of our people. And the system telling you that we don't exist anymore. That's not true. We are here, alive and strong and growing. The change is coming. So this is one of the narratives that we need people to understand, right? And our language is an isolated language which is not connected to any other language in the world.
So is it being spoken now? Is it being used?
Yes, well, we have a couple people in Trinidad who speak the language fluently. I am getting there. I will be there soon, right?
Okay.
We have Venezuela, Suriname, Guyana. There are out there that speak the language. Actually, in Venezuela, or well, I don't really like to use the word Venezuela because that's a false name also, right? I don't know if you know the history of that, right?
No.
Where the French brought the thing from France, you know, Venice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Venice. Yes.
Venice is boats in the street, not cars or walking space. It's water.
Yeah.
So our tradition and our way of life, true way of life, we are the water people. The canoe people is the water people.
Yes.
So our houses are built on stilts because we live on the river edge, right? We survive
Mm-hmm.
off of the river. right? And the forest. So the word Waro has a lot to do with the spiritual aspect plus the way of life, right? And we are versed in agriculture. Nobody taught us agriculture. Nobody brought agriculture to us. We teach people what agriculture is all about. What
Okay.
two of our main thing is corn and cassava. The correct name is yuk.
Yuk.
Yeah, right? And you know, cassava bread, cassava
Yeah.
corn, all the things that come out from cassava. They're very strong and energetic food.
Yeah, man.
And
Yeah.
we
Healthy.
survive, yeah, very healthy,
Mm.
right? We survive on that for thousands of years. Healthy, strong, live long, right? And one thing straight, I need you all and the listening audience to understand spirituality is a totally separate thing from Christianity. It has nothing to do
Yeah.
with Christian.
Hmm.
I want you to understand that clearly,
Now,
right?
Mr. Simon, before we venture out into that, as you were speaking about agriculture and food, you know, I'd just like to know what is a typical diet of your people.
Repeat that.
Now, you were speaking about agriculture and food, you know, like the cassava that is called yuk. You know,
Yeah.
so I'm just asking, what is a typical diet? You know, what you actually feed on?
All right. It's corn, cassava, edibles, plantain, well, fig, anything dealing with fig, right? We have a rice they call the hill rice.
Yeah.
Um, I think you should be familiar with that. The hill rice is a rice that all you take off is the top shell
Okay.
and you do wash it, you do break it down and bring it to brown rice. It remains in its natural state,
Okay.
much more healthy than the
Oh yeah.
rice that they manufacture, right?
Hmm.
That is one of our main source of food. The hill rice, the cassava, corn, and I don't know if you're familiar with the morichi palm.
No.
No, no, explain to us.
It's grown in the Orinoco. It's a tall palm tree, very tall, and there's a fruit on it. The fruit makes juices and have medicinal purposes. And the bark and the fiber of the tree is what they use to make all the bags and hammock and clothes and everything
Okay.
you could think about.
Mm.
That's the morichi palm. And you also eat the heart of it, like how we would cut up the eggplant.
Yeah.
You cut up that the same way and eat it, cook it and eat it,
Mm.
right? It have from the river, the white fish, it's like a salmon. And right now it have some as big as you.
As big
Very,
as
very
what?
healthy. As big as you are. Big.
Uh-oh. Mm. Mm.
Right? And some groupings, but I'm a vegetarian. I only eat fish, right? They eat like guti, wild hog, deer, lap, tattoo. Some of the same stuff that the Caribbean people eat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? During the 6 months of sun, when the water level is low, they produce all these foods and prepare it to store it for the next 6 months when the rains come. Because when the rains come and the water came, you can already go out as much as they could. They could only go in a canoe.
Mm-hmm.
So they have enough food to last them 3 months. Like they prepare the cassava, cassava bread, farine. You know what
Yeah.
farine is, right? Right. So they prepare enough for the family and sometimes for the entire village. Because sometimes in a village could have at least 20 families, right? So survival depends on how you gather everything as a people. And as I say, the shaman is the man responsible for everybody.
Okay.
Right? And then the first lady, which is a responsible woman in probably good age, she is the one solely responsible for the children and the women. And they will take care of the men. Right? The men do the hard work.
Okay.
And they do everything else. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Any problem they have, they come to me and I sort it out. I talk to the ancestors, talk to the Great Spirit, and pass back the information to her, and she passes it to the elders. Because it's a whole system like this. There's the shaman, the elders, right? The elders council will be comprised of like 7 people, 1 female and 6 men, and they will decide and listen to the people what they want, pass on the information to me. I do the spiritual part of it, get back to them and tell them, all right, this is what we're doing. And this is how it will be, right? And this is how that society was going on thousands of years until these criminals came. Right? So for
But
them to
tell me
say,
something. Tell me something here now.
yeah,
Normally, when you hear about Trinidad, you hear that Trinidad is a country divided into two halves. One of African descent, and
yeah,
the other half is Indian descent.
yeah.
But no mention of the Waru or any other indigenous people.
But this has been going on for years, but it will happen no more because we are making a stance now. And we had a little
Okay.
confrontation with one of the dignitaries, Amir, when we asked them to remove the statue. We had consultations. He promised to meet us back. He never did. He made a statement in a council meeting. We have it recorded. And he's saying that he have to discuss it with the other people. So I don't know who other people he's speaking about. That has no concern with anybody else. That concerns the indigenous population, right? We never put that there. The man who put it there, he didn't put it through no government. He had money and he did it on his own. He thought he was doing something good.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
His granddaughter joined with us to get rid of it. So that alone could
Okay.
tell 1,000 words.
Yes. Yes.
Right? We are also connected with, you should be familiar with Shabaka Carbon,
No.
Freedom, Freedom Road,
Okay.
right?
Tell us about it. Yes.
He is more or less connected to the Emancipation Support Committee,
Okay.
the
Yeah.
Black Agenda, right?
Yeah.
But for some reason, we get together and we had consultations because this is our place, right? Everybody else come here and everybody else have more privilege than us. So we need to change that. It's about time. And not only here, the whole Caribbean.
Oh
I,
yes. Oh yes.
don't know if you are familiar with Mr. Albert from St. Lucia,
No.
IPTA.
No.
Um, well, he's in charge of the entire diaspora in the Caribbean, Caribbean, that is the whole region. Trinidad and Tobago, St. Vincent, Grenada, St. Lucia, Antigua, and the whole and Latin
Yeah.
America, including
Okay.
Puerto Rico. And you know, Puerto Rico have a lot of the Taínos there.
Yeah.
And the problem is with that is some of the younger generation in the indigenous culture in the region, there's a problem there because the information that they have in their mind is wrong. So it needs to be corrected. Yes, they are Tainos and they still, some of them still speak their language, right? Some of them have been derived from using the language, like the problem that was going on in Canada, right?
Yeah.
And the things that they find out now. So all these issues have to be addressed seriously, right? So right now I'm writing a book entitled The Journey, right? Will be everything, all the issues will be there, and all the information that the public needs to know about us will be there. Plus, we have
Okay.
a book will be written by Colin Harris, who is a lecturer in the University of West Indies, Trinidad. He's an anthropologist.
Mm-hmm.
So 500 years of struggle of the Waro indigenous people. That's the title of the book.
Okay. Yeah, that should
So
be a good read.
very good,
Yeah,
very good. That
yeah, that
will
should
be
be a very good read.
yeah,
Yeah.
that will bring all the truth to the public, to the world, on the indigenous culture of Trinidad and Tobago and Latin America, Venezuela, the mainland. You know, as I was telling you about Venezuela, that name is the French who brought that name, right? Because
Okay.
we are the water people, we use the canoes in the rivers for transport,
Mm-hmm.
right? They classify the Orinoco or Venezuela as Venice, because that is how Venice is in the capital.
Yeah.
Right? They use those things around. So that name was right. It is wrong. That was the mainland. Right? So all these narratives have to change. And it will be changing very soon. So I am so happy that I'm on this platform now. So everybody will know, right? I will get the information and pass it on. You could contact Mr. Albert, right?
Yeah,
Right now it have some courses
definitely,
going on.
yeah, definitely like to speak with him. Yeah, if you could
Yeah,
arrange
very,
so
very
for us
well,
to
right?
speak with him.
Yeah, I will
Yes.
inform him and you will contact him, and there's
Yes.
a lot to learn. And we exist and we are going to come forward now even stronger, right?
Yes. Because this program is
In,
Indigenous Outlook, and
right,
it is solely for Indigenous people
right. I am
everywhere.
happy for that. In
Yeah, man. We have
2018, in
we have had
2018,
the yes.
I did a march for the ancestors in San Fernando from the
Mm,
wharf to the hill, Naberima Hill, not San Fernando Hill, right?
yeah.
Naberima Hill, that is the correct name. That's the Warao name for it. That's the most sacred place in Latin America. And that belongs to the
Hmm.
Warao.
Okay.
Unlike the Queen of England, have it down that is theirs, right? So that is a serious issue that we have to straighten out, right? We have some consultations with them, and very soon, we had one already with the Vatican. You remember in 2018, the Holy See came down here and had a big conference.
Uh,
And
so Mr. Simon, what
yeah,
is being done to preserve Nabrima Hill, that sacred space for your
We are in
people.
the process of doing that now with the United Nations. We have a declaration from the United Nations with the 13 countries signed, right, to preserve that particular place, right? So right now, we're in the process of doing it. They have destroyed part of the hill, right? And they have been doing things that they're not supposed to be doing up there. The other one is in Venezuela, Mount Carashima. The both mountains are aligned in a straight line. So if you
Wow.
go to Mount Kirishima and you run a laser, you will see Nabarima Hill in one straight line, right?
Mm.
In the ancient times, thousands of years, my ancestors used to travel by canoe, come up here every new moon to do the fire ceremony on that sacred hill, right? And I have been doing it now since 2015. I've been doing it, and I will continue doing it until my last breath, because it is the wishes of my ancestors and the Great Spirit. So we have a lot of work
This
to do,
is
right?
this is amazing. Yeah, amazing kind of information that we are getting this morning.
Well, it has
Couple
so
things
much more.
we will do.
Yeah,
We we will definitely have to invite you back probably many times
yeah,
because one program can't
yeah.
even touch,
It's so much.
can't even expose.
Yeah,
Yeah, and your man at the university would really love to speak with him, the
yeah,
author.
yeah.
Since a book like that would be, he must have done quite a bit of research and all that.
Yeah, well, the difference with my book, my particular book, is that I am writing it from my experiences in the
Yes,
spiritual
yes.
world and the physical world.
Oh,
It's not
wonderful,
something that
wonderful.
somebody tell me, oh, I hear this, so no. It's my experiences along the journey. That's the
Well,
difference
when
with
you
mine.
when you are ready, you can let us know, and we will feature that book for you definitely.
Right, yeah. Because I just have one chapter again to do and then
Okay,
edit it. So what I could do on the next forum is present some of the literature from it. So you will understand what the journey is.
wonderful. Courtney, jot that down so we can have that booked immediately. This is really really this opens up a lot of different things. The next thing we have
And
we have the next thing we
also
have
are doing
started.
one. Yeah, also are doing one for the children
Okay, okay.
because that is where the foundation is.
Yeah, you have to bring them on along.
To
Yes,
carry
yes.
on, right? With children in mind. That is the name of it.
Okay. And we will need your assistance. We have just started a series called
Yeah,
Exploring Indigenous Languages.
right.
So we'll need you to participate in that also.
Yeah, sure.
Our first
Um,
our first show on that was when it was, Courtney. It was on Wednesday,
Yeah.
Tuesday,
Shows that, yeah.
Tuesday,
okay,
and we had Taino chief in Jamaica
right,
and Akan person, Jamaican, but very, very steep in the Akan and other philosophies.
right,
And they started out this whole exploring of the languages.
very well.
And what we understand is that all these indigenous people in the Caribbean have their own languages,
Yeah.
different. Some have similarities. We have
Mm-hmm.
spoken to the Garfuda people on it, so
Mm-hmm.
we are moving around. So
Right,
we just add the Waru to that now to make the conversation even much richer.
right. And also, I have to pass the information to Roger, that is in Apoyo, right? And Roger have a multitude of information
Okay.
It's amazing, right? So I will pass on the information to him, and I will send his information to you, and probably we could fit in sometime during
Oh,
this month.
oh,
Right?
definitely. Definitely.
I already tell him. So it this spark will turn to a flame, right? And I am so happy. I am gratefully happy. This has taken. I mean, we have tried something here. Well, Nuriki and myself, we did a couple programs. Then something just went wrong, and then, as he said, Mr. COVID just came along and disrupt everything. Right? We also have a serious connection with the Crees in Canada.
With who? Who in Canada?
The
The
Crees.
creeds.
Okay. Okay.
There is a very large population in Canada,
Where
Indigenous.
are where are they?
In north of Canada, Ontario,
Okay.
and Toronto. I
Okay.
will get the information
Yes.
and I will get the numbers for you so you could call
Please.
them and let
Yes.
them know.
Yeah, we
We,
interact
yeah,
with them. Yes.
yeah, because
Wonderful.
we were supposed to go up there since last year, July.
Yeah.
Then COVID come and upset that, but we looking to make the run in October.
Okay. That should be good enough. Yes. That should be good enough. Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
October, the 25th of October is Resistance Day, right?
Okay. Yes.
Right? And Raja will explain to you about Hirema. You must have heard about it. You never heard about
No.
Hirema?
No.
I will left it up to Raja. I don't want to take anything away
Yeah.
from him. Right?
Okay. Okay.
And so we
Okay.
will just have to keep the fire burning, right? And
Oh yeah.
things
Because it's
will,
amazing. It's amazing how these people keep very important things away from the populace.
yeah, well, that is the word control,
Yes, it is. It is. Yes,
right?
it is.
By
It is.
keeping us in the dark, they have
Yeah.
the power to control,
Yeah.
right? But there is a particular session going on right now, which I am a big part in, that we are creating an international forum with the United Nations. We have the signatories, right?
Okay.
On the next program, I will read that, or I will probably send a copy of it so you can read
Yes.
11,
Yes.
12, and 13.
Yeah.
Right? It is very, very
Wonderful.
important. Not only for us,
Yes.
but for everybody.
Everybody.
All
Yes.
the,
Yes. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. We are
right?
one. We are one people. We have to just start to
Yeah.
exert ourselves as we should.
So we are actually asking them, or not asking, we are telling them that they have to stop stealing our wealth and not sharing anything with us.
Ah, boy, they have brutalized us in
There
that way for a long time.
are other committee members who more voice for us with that, and right, a guy I would really like you to talk to because he is mad right now, right?
Yeah.
The culture, as the culture wise, we want to start back doing the festivals, right? Like in in May, the 5th of May, they even take that and take it over, the church, Cinco de Mayo. I'm sure you heard about that. Cinco de Mayo is Festival of Flowers. We don't really deal up with that, right? But they take it over.
Okay.
That is one
Hmm.
of our special days, the 5th of May, right? The 25th of October is Day of Resistance,
Okay.
which is the day they gave our dear friend the one-off holiday, which we weren't part of. We didn't accept that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else have a holiday. We are not people. We are not. Oh, you know the Vatican have us down as animals. We are not human.
Wow.
I don't be
Mm-hmm.
afraid to speak these things on record. I have the proof. They don't like to hear
Mm-hmm.
it, right? But they have us down as less than human, right?
Yep.
Yes, Mr.
All
Simon.
these,
Just want to ask you this
all,
question.
Yeah.
Is there any museums? Your people have any museums with artifacts that could be a tourist attraction or something that people could come in and view?
All right. We are in the process right now of trying to obtain a proper building to put. We have enough artifacts to fill any museum in the States. But you know, the mongers and them, once they get their hand on it, they wouldn't see it.
oh
Yes.
yeah.
That wouldn't happen. We have it real estate. The ancestors garden it. We have a lot. I will get some pictures and send for you.
Please do.
Right?
Please
Yes.
do. Please do.
And
Yeah.
the main manufacturing department was really San Fernando. They never really teach that, right? But when they came from the mainland, they mostly settled in San Fernando, and all the manufacturing tools and stone tools and everything was done in San Fernando. So now it's surfacing, and our we have our own archaeologists. We ain't hire nobody, right? Who does the collection? So we have real information, real information. So this had to happen, and the timing is right.
Wonderful.
The
Wonderful.
awakening is now, and I must thank you.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Eh?
Unfortunately, the program has to end now, but we'll
Yeah,
definitely
I
make some bookings for you at the
yeah,
earliest possible time because this
right.
information need to be
So
out there.
I will contact Roger today, right,
Yes.
and send information to him, and he will contact you and organize.
Wonderful.
Right. So again, on behalf of the Waro people of Trinidad and Tobago, Naruki, who is part of the organization, and he's part of us, right? We must thank him and thank the ancestors and the Great Spirit for this occasion.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very
Courtney,
much.
Welcome.
Yes, okay. We just want to thank you again, for gracing our platform and to speak with us about the Waro people of Trinidad. And you being a shaman who is responsible for the guidance and leadership of your people, and some people may also know, as you said, you're a herbalist, and shaman in the original term that some people may know is like being a medicine man,
Right,
and
correct.
so we thank you for the information that you have given us. I mean, there's so much information that we can hardly absorb it right now.
Yeah.
But thanks for even the connections that you have given unto us. And we are so grateful to be connected with your people, with the indigenous people over the globe, because we've been doing this program to give, give information out and let our people aware that that your people and other indigenous people, they are still in existence. Because the narrative, as you said, is that it has been written in our history books that these people are being extinct. They are no more. So we thank you, we thank you for everything you have done. And
Yeah.
we know that we'll be having you back shortly.
Right.
So thanks again. Back to you, Flavors.
Yes.
Yes, like I said, we have to close off now. So as we close, we'll ask Queen Labafu to give us our Father in the Garifuna language and Tafino to take us out. Thank you very much, sir.
You lead us to fula. You belong far away away. Ajugwala lebabu seru. Lida mua, lida sungfula. Lida mua, lida sungfula.
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.
All you gotta do is just speak. One word is enough, and I'm no longer so rough. I forget what I was trying to say. I no longer do what I was gonna do, but you're no good for me. That's why me do what set me I think of flee. Me I fi take away me say. Me I fi take away me say. Me I fi hide like a thief in the night. Me I fi get out of sight.